Welcome along, fellow time travelers and strange historians. As you know, we have a study group where we discuss various strange subjects in multi-hour live streams. If you don't have time to listen to them, or even if you do, here are some notes that some of our fellow strange historians have sent to me stating what they have learned. But anyway, it's cool if you can watch the live stream. It's pretty long, like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. But check them out if you can. But we make jokes and we're kind of silly and we have fun and we bounce things back and forth and that sort of stuff. But if you don't have time, just go ahead and listen to these study notes and you will see what you missed out on. Alrighty, here we go. This time around, we spoke about ancient aliens and astronauts. Now, it's important to note that the vast majority of scientific and academic communities do not support the theories about ancient aliens and astronauts. And of course, these theories have gained popularity in popular culture and the media. Well, not really in the media. But anyway, they're generally accepted not to be valid by scholars. Oh, those mainstream scholars, la-di-da, they don't accept this. But maybe some people do, and that's fine. Listen, here's some theories about ancient aliens and astronauts. Check it out. Ancient astronauts were extraterrestrial beings who visited Earth in ancient times and may have influenced human civilization. What do you think? You buying that? Maybe. Some ancient structures, such as the pyramids of Giza, those were just way too complex to have been built by humans alone. They had to have required extraterrestrial assistance. What do you think? Is that a thing? Do you believe that? Maybe. Alrighty. Some ancient texts, not all of them, just some, and some artwork. Yeah, guess what? They do depict some extraterrestrial beings or, let's just say spaceships. And that did suggest, and does suggest, that ancient humans had contact with beings? Sure. Beings from another world. What do you think? Come on. You know what you think. Go ahead and tell me in the comments below. So the ancient astronaut theory suggests that extraterrestrial beings may have played a role in the creation of human life on Earth. What do you think? Go ahead. This is still, even though this is pre-recorded, it's still interactive. Let me know what you think. Let all of us know what you think in the comments below. You see, the ancient astronaut theorists argue that many ancient religious beliefs and their practices can be explained as attempts to, understand and maybe even communicate with those ETs. Some ancient legends and myths describe gods or other beings that descended down from the heavens, which ancient astronaut theorists, and maybe you are one of them, you never know, interpret as evidence of extraterrestrial. Some ancient structures and landmarks, such as Nazca lines in Peru, they appear to be designed for viewing from above. That kind of suggests that ancient humans may have had access to aircraft. What do you think? They're ancient, geoglyphs. They're located in the Nazca Desert of southern Peru, and the lines were created by removing the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles that cover the surface of that area of the desert, and what it would do is it would reveal the light-colored earth that was underneath. And so the lines were created by the Nazca culture. It was sometime, I believe it was between 400 and 650 AD, and they cover an area of about 500 square kilometers. Wow. So they consist of hundreds of geometric shapes. You got animal figures, you got spiders and monkeys and birds, all kinds of creatures. The largest of the figures are up to 200 meters long. They can only be fully appreciated from way up in the air. Like kind of from a, spaceship. Now, the purpose of those lines, they're not entirely clear, right? But they're believed to have been created for religious or ritualistic purposes. Whether or not that was by aliens is another story, but hey. Now, some scholars, not all of them, but some, believe that the figures were used in astronomical or calendrical calculations. While others, those over there, those scholars, you got those over there, and then you got the other ones over there. They say, well, it's probably used for water rituals, or maybe fertility rites, or maybe to just mark the paths of the sun, moon, and the stars. What do you guys think? The ancient astronaut theory suggests that extraterrestrial beings may have provided humans with advanced technology or knowledge, such as, let's see, medicine, mathematics, construction technique, architecture, design, I don't know. What do you guys think? In fact, some ancient artifacts, such as the Antikythera mechanism, I probably pronounced that wrong, Antikythera, yeah, why not? Antikythera mechanism. That was just way too advanced to have been created by ancient humans alone, and so perhaps, I don't know, maybe some extraterrestrials were involved in that? So, for those of you who don't know, that mechanism is an ancient Greek, I'll just come right out and say it, an analog computer. It was discovered in 1901 in the Antikythera shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera. So, gonna keep pronouncing that word, aren't I? The device is believed to have been constructed in the 2nd century BC, and it's considered to be one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. That's pretty impressive, and many of you may not have even heard about it, and here it was, one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century, and many of you are like, what? What's it called? How do you pronounce that? Doing my best. The Antikythera mechanism, check it out. It was made out of bronze, and it consists of 30 bronze gears. Kind of steampunkish, if you ask me. And it's got inscriptions on its faces that indicate the functions of the gears. Now, you might be saying, what in the world would they have used that for? Well, check it out. The device was used to calculate astronomical positions and cycles, including the movements of the sun and the moon and the planets, as well as predicting eclipses, and that came in handy, you got to admit, and displaying the dates of the Olympic Games, because when you're out to sea, you want to make sure you get back in time to attend the Olympic Games. So definitely this thing came in handy. And so it was a testament to the technological sophistication of the ancient Greeks, who we all know and love, and it has been called the world's oldest known example of an analog computer. So be impressed. Most certainly be impressed, because it is considered to be a marvel of ancient engineering, and it continues to fascinate people like me, people like you, our fellow strange historians, and scientists and historians all around the world, because it's awesome. Oh, by the way, ancient astronaut theorists, and you may be one of them, argue that some ancient human cultures, such as, the Maya or the Egyptians, may have had access to advanced astronomical knowledge that was beyond their time. Also, this theory suggests that ancient humans may have been influenced by those aliens in their development of language and writing. Something to consider. Also, think about the role that ancient astronauts may have played in the construction of things like, Stonehenge and other megalithic structures. Some ancient texts and artwork depict beings or objects that emit beams of light. Yes, that is what I said. Does that seem normal to you? Which ancient astronaut theorists interpret as evidence of advanced technology. I don't know. You being swayed? Ancient astronauts may have influenced ancient cultures like the Inca even, or the Aztecs. They may have had contact with extraterrestrial beings. They may have even worshipped them as gods. And then you've got artwork and texts, ancient stuff, that depicted beings, and sometimes objects, that would emit sounds or vibrations, which ancient astronaut theorists interpret as evidence of advanced technology. What do you guys think about ancient texts and artwork depicting beings and objects as being able to emit sounds or vibrations, especially ones that are flying in the air? Then you've got things like the Great Pyramid of Giza that we've talked about in more than one live stream, didn't we? And so there has been a suggestion that perhaps there was a connection to extraterrestrial beings or some sort of advanced technology in order for them to place the location of and even the alignment of the Great Pyramid of Giza. So, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. It's up to you altogether. But just think about even things like, was it possible that human cultures may have had access to things like lasers or particle beams. Then you've got artwork and text that depict beings or objects that appear to be, they appear to be wearing or using advanced clothing or equipment. You've seen the ones, right, where they're kind of, people look like they're in a little space capsule and they're even wearing the types of space outfits that we didn't see until, God, I don't know, late 60s, 1960s, that is. But either way, the theory suggests that extraterrestrial beings may have provided humans with knowledge or technology that was later lost or forgotten, that has led to a decline in human civilization. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think we've been building off of incredible ancient knowledge? Or do you think it's all been lost and forgotten and we just had to start over from scratch? It's up to you. You decide. All we do is have our study hall and we talk about stuff like this. And so this concludes this episode of Strange History Study Notes. If you enjoyed this video, kindly hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And come on, what are you waiting for? Become a member. It takes like a second. It's like $12. You can be a member, a super duper member, but the lowest tier is like $12 a year. Aren't I worth that to you? Aren't I? Do you think this is easy? And there's other stuff. There's other stuff that we do too. So yeah, kindly become a member of my channel. It would be great. If you want to support me, support this channel and this kind of content, buy a super thanks in the comments below. It would be so great. It'd be so appreciated. In fact, while you're down there, yeah, check out the links below and you can make a donation directly to me. You could also check out my sponsor. Doing stuff like that really helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. Now, kindly, please do yourself a favor and go to a local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog. You'll be very glad that you did. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.